Here we have the cutest new skin for Mornye, Plush Dream. Being a cute little teddy bear colored winter fit, which is kind of odd for summer, but a good look for the Frostlands, I guess. It's quite different in a way from her original outfit, so let's take a closer look. From the front, Mornye is absolutely adorable, sporting a new halo, big snowflake earrings, and in general a snowflake patterning, a giant yellow scarf, and a smaller brown coat, keeping a similar silhouette to her normal outfit with the semi-double layer, which is genuinely quite smart. She also has a cute fit inside the coat, which we'll look at later. From the side, it's majorly her coat. She has fluffy sleeves and the scarf seems to be about as long as her hair. The coat itself also parts down here, showing more of the cute little snowflake patterns in her legs and the fit underneath. Compared to her usual outfit, she's wearing actual snow boots with a fluffy top and lower heels than before. The back showcases her cute little snow beret, which we'll look at later, and the way she bound her hair into 2 pigtails. The back of her coat is open, showcasing some of her back. The last side is mirrored, so let's go back to the top. For seamlessness between the skin change, her face is, from what I can tell, exactly the same. Perhaps in-game there might be a bit more blush, but other than that there is nothing different. Personally, I kind of wished maybe for some snowflakes in her eyes or on her cheeks, but that might have been too small to even spot. Regardless, the nearest change would be her earrings. Having switched from the triangles with long fabric strands to cute glowing snowflakes. A very interesting change here is that Kuro learned that earrings should be attached to the ear. Interlinked with different circles, they lead to the actual earlobe instead of hovering under it. The strands that were attached to the triangle seem to have moved to a headband. The headband is orange and has a small white crosshatch pattern on it. Her triangle hair clips also moved to the other side and became a bit more practical hair clips to hold back her bangs. I really like seeing Kuro reimagine not just the outfit, because that comes from a theme, but also the accessories for her character, even if she came out quite recently, rather than just keeping the same placement and just making it a different shape or something. Her halo, as mentioned, is a bit different. Instead of being a slim ring with many gems, it's now a woven ring with small glowing orbs. Underneath, and this might be my favorite addition, is her beret. While I really like her normal jellyfish look, the white beret with 2 snowflakes and a small pink bow really are the cherry on top. In the middle of this bow is a cute gold star with a white flower inside. The top of her hair and its colors are mostly the same to keep the jellyfish type look from at least the front, but the underside, which used to be loose, is now bound into 2 long pigtails with fluffy big hairbands. The upper 2 are 2 halves of a bow from what it looks like, while the lower are just 2 half rings? Elastic bands sticking out. Further down, she's wearing a high collar white blouse with a small brown bow to close it. On top of this, and covering the main fit skin, is her big yellow scarf, mainly draped over her shoulders quite loosely. It's a light yellow plaid with the long ends bound to the back. The ends of it even have multiple tassels. Can you tell I'm a bit traumatized? Underneath the main buttercup-ish yellow scarf is a smaller, less shapen one, if it can even be called a scarf at this point, with a darker yellow plaid and a similar, more snowflake-resembling pin like her beret. On top of her fit, she wears a simple teddy bear brown coat. The only notable factor up here to keep her idol similar is this brooch. It kind of looks like a present, or maybe even a shield, but with a bow I would put my guess on present. Before we remove her coat, let's look at the arm. The coat has a multi-layered sleeve, starting with a shorter one in line with the main coat, with a big cuff at the end, before continuing into a more form-fitting sleeve. This form-fitting sleeve has a lighter braided line down the top with a knit pattern. The coat's arm ends off with a fluffy cuff before continuing into the gloves. While she doesn't wear gloves in her usual outfit, they try to somewhat keep the placement of at least the rings at the back of her hand by replacing it with a light snowflake. The gloves themselves are a darker brown with a lighter brown stitch to the underside. Due to wearing these, we unfortunately can no longer see her rings though. Removing her coat. Due to it being multi-layered, the sleeves of the coat kind of weirdly go over, under the seemingly sleeveless blouse. The blouse itself is white with a triangle pattern going over both sides of the front. The back is very open, which is the only skin showing compared to her normal outfit. The high collar, as we saw earlier, has a ring attached underneath it, which holds the straps for her blouse. Even with the back already open, it seems it continues even underneath this belt. The belt is actually complete, holy shit, and separates the blouse from the skirt. The skirt is another plaid pattern, though a way darker brown. It seems to be a mini pencil skirt layered on top of a longer white ruffled one. The end of the plaid one has a lighter pattern, while the ruffled underskirt has little white snowflakes scattered across. Putting back the coat, the front has 2 buttons to potentially close it, 2 very big pockets, and the same braided knit pattern from the sleeves, along with a small teddy bear button and a leather brown loop. This is the part where I'd ask if you can even call it a coat at all. But ignoring Kuro's shenanigans, the back of the coat is connected and pinned to the belt and or the skirt with similar gold pins to her beret. It's a very short part of the coat with similar patterns to the front and arms, but also has fabric in the shape of a bow running down the middle with tiny fluffy tassels at the end. The inside of the coat is a darkened leather brown diamond pattern. Moving further down, we have her legs. Instead of her usual twisted vein diamond pattern, her legs now feature little snowflakes all over. Funnily enough, to match her animations, these also glow red or green based on her charge level. Due to her boots, her legs aren't connected to her heels anymore, which does make me wonder if her legs are really interchangeable prosthetics with just different shoes. The boots have a fluffy top and a similar, maybe slightly darker color compared to her coat. There's a bow at the front with more fluffy danglies, laces at both the front and the back, and way smaller heels than her usual shoes, obviously due to them being winter boots. The underside has this really nice groove pattern, possibly to, at least visually, get a better grip on the snow. I really like Mornye's skin, and I'm really fighting hard with myself not to buy it. The coat obviously is the how can we show more skin shenanigans we're kind of used to with Kuro, but I don't really mind it as much here. They met the plush dream aesthetic really well with all the different contrasting brown tones. I really can't wait to see more comfy or skins in general in WuWa. Next up is obviously Dinya, who are we even kidding? So please look forward to that. I hope you enjoyed and have a nice day. Bye bye.